Over 1,000 criminal cases in Oregon are in the process of being dismissed because a state couldn't provide a defendant a court-appointed attorney.
And this is the latest consequence of a long-running public defender crisis that seems to have hit hurdle after hurdle as the state tries to correct course. Fox 12 investigative reporter Ezra Kaplan has been following the saga and has this report.
At Hillsborough Pediatric Clinic, the kids always come first.
In January, we started a home visiting program for children who cannot make it into the clinic for one reason or another. This was essentially a charity program. It does not make money. In fact, it loses us money each time we go see a patient in their own home.
So when Dr. Beth Mossman realized that their accountant had embezzled over $500,000, it was devastating.
It is a lot of money, especially for a pediatric clinic who serves a majority Medicaid population. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
But nothing could have prepared her for the letter she received from the Washington County District Attorney.
We were notified 2 weeks ago that the county has not been able to appoint her an attorney, and so that her criminal case, including over a dozen felonies, is going to be dropped.
What was it like to get that news?
Punch in the gut.
The Oregon Supreme Court ruled in February that charges must be dropped against criminal defendants if they are not appointed a public defender within 60 days for a misdemeanor or 90 days for a felony. Washington County District Attorney Kevin Barton says that he has roughly 260 cases in the process of being dismissed.
And that's a moving target, so as each day goes on, more cases will cross the 60 and 90-day threshold as having not had a lawyer for that period of time.
Each case is being dismissed without prejudice, meaning that prosecutors can refile charges as long as it's still within the statute of limitations. Barton says he plans to do just that, but he's frustrated.
But not having a functional public defense system, that's like turning on the water in your house and having nothing come out. And you think, wait a minute, this is supposed to work. Why aren't the people running this making it work?
Meanwhile, data from the state shows that there has been improvement. There are currently about 1,200 unrepresented defendants in the state. That's down from a peak of 3,500 in May of last year. Some of that decrease has been the result of the state requiring public defenders to take on more cases. But a lawsuit from some of those same attorneys say the workload is in conflict with their ethical obligations.
If you put a lawyer's name on an unrepresented case, knowing the lawyer can't do anything for them, then you haven't actually solved the problem. All you've done is attach a name. You haven't attached the actual work of a lawyer. It's that quintessential empty suit.
In February, a judge in Clackamas County ruled that the state could not financially penalize public defenders for not meeting the caseload goals set by the state. It was a major setback for the Oregon Public Defense Commission, tasked with fixing the unrepresented crisis.
This system just has so many inefficiencies. We're spending money everywhere in all the ways that don't create a difference, while the victims are left to suffer.
Dr. Mossman says that she is committed to keeping the pediatric clinic open and serving the community, but she says she's fed up.
So it's not that I want her to go to jail, but this represents a giant problem for our state and community. There are criminals out there with multiple felonies against them who are going to walk free without consequence.
A seemingly never-ending battle, balancing both the rights of the accused and those of their victims. Reporting in Hillsborough and Oregon City, Ezra Kaplan, Fox 12.